Hello? Is anybody there? Oh wait, okay. Let's do this. You're listening to Spill Those Thoughts with your host, me, Leo Eldrich, and some special guests too.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to Spill Those Thoughts. My name is Leo. If you are new here, this is my podcast. This is the second episode of season 2. I'm way overdue for this episode. It's been 4 weeks, I believe, since I released the first one, and I was like, I'm gonna release a new one every Friday. Life happened, lots of stuff happened, but that's why we're here to talk about it, spill all those thoughts, and see what's been going on. I hope everybody's been having a great week so far. Today is Friday when I'm recording this, and I'm not sure when this will be up yet, if it will be next Friday or by Sunday, but when you're listening to this, you'll be listening to this. But yeah, I hope everybody's been having a good time. It's almost officially, I guess, the start of summer. Everybody is getting out of school. Finals have been taken. I just finished my 1 week class that I was doing, so I'm kind of stress free for the next week, but then I start up summer classes again, so it's going to be, it's just one though. But yeah, so as I mentioned in the last episode, or I guess the synopsis of season 2, this new season, I'm going to be obviously incorporating a new thing that I didn't do last one, where I'm going to be having special guests on every episode. And today is the first episode where I have my first official special guest. I wanted to have this person on first because, one, they're really special to me, so I'm really excited that they're here. And I just feel like they're super cool and they have an amazing story and there's lots to talk about. So, yeah, let me just give him a little introduction. So on today's episode, we have Eldrich Dominguez, who is one of my best friends. I would consider one of my best friends. And me and him got to know each other actually not too long ago. It was like around October of last year when we were getting through school. We got to know each other through some school events, and from there we just started to hang out, going to all kinds of events, doing stuff for school, having lots of fun, also stressing about stuff with school together and going through it. But he truly has become such an important part of my life, and I wanted to have him as the first special guest because I just love talking to this guy. So without further ado, please welcome on to Spill Those Thoughts, the very first official guest, Eldrich Dominguez.
Okay. First of all, I want to start by thanking you for having me on your podcast.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm working out the whole sound thing, so if this first episode is kind of, the sound isn't the best, then we're gonna make it better. But just like try to hold it or keep it close to you so that we can like hear you good.
Hopefully they don't hear my heavy breathing.
No, every time I'm recording this, I listen back and I just hear and I'm literally just sitting or laying in bed, but why am I out of breath? Literally just being in bed. Mm-hmm. No, but yeah, so I guess let's like get into it of talking. I guess I don't know how to go about this quite yet, but just tell us a little bit about yourself. Like obviously, where you're from. Like where are you from? No, just tell us a little backstory about you and how you came to be how you are right now. I guess.
Right now. Okay,
yeah.
So, how would I start this? So to begin things off, I'm 22 years old, right? I was born here in Birmingham, Alabama in 2003. I am the first generation of my family. I come from a family of immigrants, and obviously I'm Hispanic. What else can I say? Ooh, I love building Legos. I love discovering new music, and I love traveling. Basically, I just love experiencing new things, and that's why I have discovered my passion for traveling, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But besides that, I don't know what to say. I'm not really good at talking about myself.
I
you know
guess
what I mean?
let's talk a little bit more. So me, with the purpose of this I guess podcast, or this season specifically, by bringing on guests, my main focus is to bring on guests who are Latino, Latina, who have that background that not a lot of people seem to be represented in media nowadays. And obviously you're Latino, you're Mexican, and obviously first generation as well. So let's talk a little bit about that, how that whole thing of being first generation Mexican has kind of shaped who you are now, and how that has affected you growing up, maybe things that maybe it caused you, like troubles you may have had with it growing up, and then how you work through it, maybe accepting the fact that, yes, you are the first one in your family to graduate from college, but that, like, almost, how would I say it, the not the stress, but that what do you call it when somebody else is like looking up to you? Well, I guess, yeah, expectation, yeah. Like that expectation that you have set from your family and from everybody who's kind of watching you. I guess we can start around there if you...
Okay, just ask away. I'm an open book.
Yeah. So obviously you are in college. Did you always plan on going to college? Maybe like throughout middle school, high school, did you ever think that you were going to end up in college?
So it was a 50-50. I know that I wanted to pursue higher education. Mm-hmm. I just didn't know where to start because no one in my family has ever done that. I believe that my parents, they only got into, I believe they didn't even complete high school in Mexico. Mm-hmm. And then my sister, she actually tried going to college, but she only went for about one semester. Okay. She gave up pretty fast. Yeah. So it was kind of hard for me. I was actually supposed to go to college right after I graduated high school back in 2021, but it was scary, Yeah. Like, it was scary because I didn't know what I really wanted to do. Mm-hmm. I had all these scholarships laid out for me, like, all these opportunities. And at first, I wanted to go study business, like how everyone else wants to do. Every Latino, well, not every Latino, but mostly everyone that I ask that's Hispanic, that's talk like about the one thing everybody's like. That's like the one thing. And then I thought about it. I was like, low-key, like, business is kind of boring to me. I feel like anyone can basically pursue, like, their own specific business. You don't have to go to school necessarily for it, because I feel like business itself is really, like, broad, you could say. So I didn't go to school. Well, I finished high school, and I didn't go back into college. Well, I didn't start college until 3 years later. Mm-hmm. During those 3 years, I was just trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I was just going through the motions. I was just basically I was basically aimless, I was just working every day. I was dealing with some personal stuff. But it got to the point where it was a wake-up call, and it made me realize, I was like, do I really want to do this for the rest of my life? I'm like, I have the opportunity to be something bigger. I have the opportunity to be someone in life, to get an education, or at least try to, at least try to make something of myself. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, let's do it. Like, let me try it. And so, I started college, and this is where I am right now.
So I guess to clarify a little bit, your major is?
Yeah, I'm majoring in political science, and I hope to one day, hopefully, just get into law school with that.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're aiming for Vanderbilt.
Yep. Fingers crossed, Vanderbilt.
Yeah, but no, I understand that, because I feel, well, I mean, me personally, I went into college as soon as I left high school, so I started right after. But there was definitely like a point in time around high school where I was like, do I really want to go to college? Do I really want to, keep going with my education, or do I just want to go straight into the workforce? But I feel like I've always had a passion for learning more, but also there's like so much like for me, I'm an architecture major, so there's lots of things within that have inspired me as time went on. So I was like, I want to pursue that. I want to do something with that. But I still, like, even to this day, like, I yes, I'm sure of architecture as my career. That's what I want. But I have so many like hobbies, so many things that I like to do on my own time that technically I could make into a career. But I'm like, I don't know where to start. So I'm like, I'm trying to go for the safe route, which is, college and continuing on with college. But yeah, I mean, I'm also like I don't think I've ever mentioned this, or maybe I have mentioned this on the podcast. Obviously, I'm first generation as well. But yeah, I'm obviously way younger than Eldrich. You know, he's a little older.
You're not too far behind.
No, I'm actually not. No, but yeah. So yeah. So obviously, first generation college Mexican. Did your parents growing up ever kind of, tell you have to go to college, or was it just like on your part? Because I know with Hispanics, a lot of parents are like, that's what you're going to do. We brought you here to, make a better future. That's what you're going to do, go to college.
So growing up, and this may sound kind of traumatic, but my parents really pushed me to have good grades.
Mm-hmm.
I remember like looking back now, like, well, now I find it funny, but looking back now, I was like, what the fuck were they on?
Yeah.
Basically, I believe this was like elementary, when I wasn't doing very, very well, they would like punish me for not doing really well.
For getting bad grades?
Yes, I remember like they would literally like sit me down at the table and like make me practice all like the math problems,
Mm-hmm.
and then also like just make me like write down like a bunch, like, basically like the material.
Yeah.
Over and over and over again. Eventually, like leading up to high school, they ended up like chilling out, I guess you could say. And I remember like towards the end of high school, they never actually like pushed me to go to college. It was more like, okay, if you want to go, it'll be great if you want to go,
Yeah.
But it would be like I guess just an expectation they had of me, but it wasn't necessarily forced onto me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But like so I mean, because of that, or before then, I guess, did you like get good grades, or like because of that you feel like you had to try harder and you ended up getting better grades as time went on? Or did you were you just dumb, I guess?
No, I wasn't really dumb. I actually did really well in school in general.
Yeah.
Especially in high school. So high school to me was really easy,
Mm-hmm.
but it was really boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had like A's and B's, and like I mentioned before, at the end of high school, I had scholarships lined up for me to go
Mm-hmm.
to college.
Yeah.
It's more of I didn't really know if that's what I really wanted to do,
Mm-hmm.
like pursue higher education, especially in business.
Yeah.
I remember when I first told my parents that that's what I wanted to do, they were really supportive, and they really wanted me to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember when the time came, I actually ended up not going, and they asked me like, "Wait, why aren't you in college?" And it was so embarrassing. I told them, I was
They
like,
just
well,
saw you like on the couch a random day, and they're like, "Aren't you
Yeah,
supposed to
they're
be like
like-
in class right now?"
yeah, like literally, I was like, yeah, but basically this and this happened, and I'm not really sure if I want to go into this and basically waste
Yeah.
my time and also my money,
Mm-hmm.
or the resources that are provided to me at
Yeah.
the time. So, yeah.
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 Because I mean, especially as a first generation, obviously, like you mentioned, you don't have the people, at least in your personal life and your family, to guide you through how to navigate college or navigate school at a higher education or a higher level. You might have friends here and there, but everybody's kind of different, especially if it's not a Hispanic friend, or if it's like an American friend, a white friend, I guess, or
Mhm.
anybody else in any other race. It's like their upbringing and background's a lot different from yours, so their experience with school is a lot different because of how their parents and this or that, because a lot of them might have parents who went to college, siblings who have went to college, but I feel like it's so hard to find those resources from the very beginning. So yeah, I obviously see why you might have hesitated at first to go into college right after high school, but I mean, I'm glad you ended up deciding to come, and I'm glad you ended up waiting, because then we would have never met if you would have went to college right after, because you would probably be on to
Yeah, that is really
other
true. And
things.
I'm not sure this might be like a hot take, but I believe that it's better to wait a little bit after high school
Mhm.
before you go to college instead of going straight into college.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
that's my hot take.
I feel like honestly that's valid, because you're like literally so burnt out, and you're expected as soon as you're done, like, oh, just go to college right away. I didn't. I kept going. Kind of regret it, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't, because I know a lot of friends who took that break and then they did not end up coming back. They're just like, you know what, never mind.
Yeah.
And then there's some who ended up coming and then taking a break in between semesters, and then they ended up liking not going to school, and they just didn't come back either again. So that's why also I'm like, I just need to keep going, need to keep pushing, because like, I just want to get it done with, I guess. It's not
Exactly.
just get my education, get it all out of the way, and then I guess move on to bigger things.
And then do your big boy job.
Yeah, literally a big boy job. Yeah, so I guess let's like move on from the studious talk and school stuff. I wanted to talk also a little bit about how we initially, I guess, like bonded or started becoming friends, like the things that kind of clicked for both of us. And one of the biggest things that I can think of around that time was Wicked.
Oh yeah, Wicked.
Yeah.
yeah.
You're like, oh, I forgot about that. Because it was a while ago. It was like
I would say like Wicked, but also music.
Wicked, music, and then of course matcha.
Yeah, matcha.
But one of the first things I remembered like talking to you about was Wicked, but then also I guess the first thing that like for me when what?
Oh, it was about concerts.
Yeah, I was about to say
yeah.
about concerts, but specifically Omar Apollo. Because I remember, this is gonna sound like super creepy of me, but I remember when I like before we like actually officially like were like met and like, you know, started hanging out, I was like, who is this dude? And like I looked up your Instagram and I was stalking to see who you followed, like artists, because I feel like to me that's such a like big part of who you are as a person is who you listen to, like your music taste. And if I see that you're like listening to artists that I personally don't like or that I feel like are maybe not that great, I'm like, they're probably not that great of a person.
Ooh, can I say something?
What?
Dude, I cannot stand when somebody just doesn't really expand their music taste. They just listen to one artist
Just
or
one.
one genre.
Yeah.
I can't stand that.
And like they make that whole genre their personality. And they're like,
Yes.
I don't like anything else. Everything else sucks. I'm like, there's so much to listen to. There's so much to take in. Because not only like, I mean, I feel like with genres of music, yes, there's genres to separate them, but I feel like all of them intertwine and all of them have like, I guess, work together. Like R&B and rap, all those can go together. Pop and alternative music, or rock and alternative music, like it's an endless amount of things. I just realized I'm like this the whole time, like waving my hands around. But yeah, so I feel like music was one of like the first big things that I like, music and Wicked, but specifically music. But yeah, I remember I was like looking through your Instagram. I was like, who does this guy like to listen to? Because like if he listens to like freaking like rock music, I'm gonna be like, I don't know, I don't have much to talk to you about because I don't listen to rock music or anything like that. But then as soon as I saw like Omar Apollo, I was like, oh wait, that's actually crazy.
You were like, this guy knows ball.
Yes, because a lot of the people in my like life, I have like a handful of people who I'm friends with who like listen to him. So like I've never had anybody to bond over like Omar Apollo, his music or anything. And ever since, every time we're in the car, we have to at least blast Evergreen or Petrified or something and just sing our lungs out every single time. But yeah, what's one of like the first, I guess, memories or things that you recall from when we were first?
So we've actually like gone back and forth, and it's about how we met.
Okay, what the heck? And
I can swear that we literally like the very first time I talked to you was at the Fiesta event. I remember I was hanging out with this other friend, and then we ended up sitting down, and then she started eating, and then we just got into the conversation of just concerts. That's where I can remember like the very first memory I have of you. But Leo swears it's different. Like he swears this. I don't know.
So it's wrong, and I've even asked all the people that were like, I guess, around during that time. I was like, am I right or is he right? And they've all said I'm right, you know. So basically, I tell him that we met at Pioneer Day, which is like this event that our school does. The reason why I remember that is because you came, we were like, I think we were eating or something. They were like serving food, and you came in like a little later. But I remember seeing you walk up to, her name's Denasia, the one I guess who kind of introduced us.
Oh, yeah.
You walked up to Denasia, and I was with Linda and Daisy. And I remember Daisy kind of looked over and she, I guess at that time you kind of already maybe knew Daisy or knew of Daisy.
We had spoken once.
Yeah, because I think she like was like, oh, is that so-and-so? And that's when I turned around and I was like, who? And I looked over and I saw you. And then I was like, okay, wait, I'm going to go up to him and make conversation. But that's how I recall that I met you. Because then after that is whenever we went and sat down, we both had food. And I remember going back to, because that was the day, I think it was for Daisy's birthday or something, that we signed those cards.
Oh, yeah.
I remember going in there, in that room with you, and we were talking about music, we were talking about guitar, all this kind of stuff. And then that's when I got to know you. And then after that was Fiesta. because I remember Pioneer Day
Really?
was first. Yeah, and then after that was Fiesta. Because because I didn't get your Instagram or your number or anything at Pioneer Day, so I didn't like. Well, actually, no, I got your Instagram. Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, I got your Instagram. I remember before you left, I asked you, "Do you have Instagram?" So I got your
I
Instagram.
could have sworn that was at Fiesta.
No, at Fiesta, I think I got your Snap.
I don't even know.
But no, it's definitely Pioneer Day. I think. Well, at least my argument is that it's Pioneer Day.
For me, it's Fiesta. Yeah.
But and then I just remember sending you after I got your Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
What were you
The
saying?
like the birria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sent you a DM because we were talking about birria. They had Denasia had gotten birria tacos at Fiesta, and I was like, oh my gosh, se me antojaron. And then I think later that day, or if not the day after, my mom made birria tacos, and I was like, oh my gosh, I sent you a picture. I was like, look, I like spoke it into existence. My mom made birria tacos. Wait,
Yeah.
it lost connection. What the freak? Well, not the microphone, but like my computer.
Oh, okay.
That's still recording. But yeah, that's what I remember at least.
Oh well. Sorry to break it to you, but you're wrong.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, is there like anything that you want to talk about that comes to your mind, or that you want to ask me, or just I guess any sort of topic that might come to your mind that
So when you put me in the spot like that, my mind goes.
I'm like, I play that.
Ooh, let's talk about traveling. 'Cause,
Traveling?
Yeah, like
Okay.
you have, you're about to leave, right, in June?
July.
In July?
Yeah, for Chicago for the
for
third
Chicago.
time.
You're going to Lollapalooza, right?
Lollapalooza, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be solo tripping over to Chicago once again.
Ooh, let's talk about solo trips.
Okay. Yes, so solo trips we both have done. You tell them about where you went.
So, I believe I was the first one to go on a solo trip, right?
Yeah, so you were you already there, or
I was already there. Like, we went, like, during the same week. You just went after, no?
I think you already had yours planned. We went the same week though.
Yeah.
But you had yours planned way before mine. But he went to.
I went to La Ciudad de Mexico.
Yep.
I went to go see, obviously, I gotta go see Bad Bunny.
Jealous, very jealous.
No, yeah, I went last December. He did a world tour except for the USA.
Mm-hmm, as he should.
As he should. And I don't know, like, I just really wanted to go see him. So for December, I went to go see him, and that trip, it was life changing.
Yeah.
It was life changing. It was after. I went on that trip after one of like the worst times in my life. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it was a really hard period. I had recently just come out of that hole,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, you know what, like, let me go here. Like, I've had it's been some hard couple of weeks, months.
Yeah.
I had recently lost someone that was really close to me, and that was my godmother. Rest in
Mhm.
peace. And I was like, you know what, like, I'm dealing with this. You know what, I'm also dealing with school. Like,
Yeah.
I struggled for a little bit, and I was like, you know what, like, let me just do this as kind of a, I guess, vacation from it
Yeah.
all. And so I planned it. I went, and I had such an amazing time. And then in a way, I kind of discovered more parts about myself.
Yeah.
And in a way, that trip really made me come in more into who I am today. Yeah, and I remember, like, me and Leo were talking about it, and then Leo was like, oh my God, like, that's so cool that you're doing that. And I was like, wait, why don't you do it? And he was like, I don't know, because my parents, they might not approve, this and that. I was like, you know what, like, fuck it. It's like, I always say this, es mejor pedir perdón que pedir permiso.
Yeah.
So, long story short, he ended up also going on a solo trip.
Yeah. So we were like both going back and forth. Well, him first. He kept sending me messages like, should I do this? Should I not do this? And then you were looking at hotels and you're like, I don't know if I should. I don't know if I shouldn't. And then I feel like for you, everything kind of just fell into place. Like the close, like, cause you kind of booked everything also really like last minute too.
It was last minute. I kind of booked everything like 1 or 2 weeks.
Yeah.
1 or 2 weeks
Yeah.
before.
And then also the tickets, like that whole thing, I was stressed for you. Like I kept getting messages from you like, should I buy this one? Should I buy this one? I was like, I don't know, because both of them are good, this or that. But then I was also like, oh my gosh, they're gonna like sell out or something, or he's not gonna get the ones that he wants to get because he's being like indecisive. But no, yeah, so he ended up taking his trip to La Ciudad de Mexico, and then I was like, and then he told me, he was like, why don't you do one too? I was like, wait, actually that would be fun. And I booked my trip, what was it, 2 days before I left? 3 days?
Oh yeah, you
was-
want to talk about last minute? You were
Yeah.
definitely like
Mine was like
last minute.
I think I booked it the Monday and I left on the Friday. I think that's how it like laid out. Um, but I went to Chicago, which was my first time traveling by myself, also solo trip. Um,
Was that your first time in Chicago?
yeah, that was my first time.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, so I went to Chicago by myself and I just went, I think it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, came back Monday morning or Sunday night. I don't remember. But if it went by too fast, I was like, this is too short. I love Chicago. And I ended up having so much fun. I went for the fun of it. I didn't have literally nothing planned. I was just, as I was buying the tickets for the flight and the hotel, I was like, I need to start looking up stuff for places to go, things to do. And it ended up being so fun because it was the week before Christmas that we both went. So we were back home for Christmas, but we were gone that week before. So everything was, especially in Chicago, or at least in Chicago, everything was still obviously decorated for Christmas. Everything was full Christmas mode, and I love Christmas. And so I went to go see like the Nutcracker musical and not musical, ballet. And I went on like dinners and had so much fun by myself. It was really fun.
Yeah, I remember. I actually got back the 23rd of December because the 24th is my mom's birthday.
Yeah, that's why you were
Yeah,
coming
so I
down.
literally, for those of y'all who may not know, for the majority of Latinos, they celebrate Christmas the 24th.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll wait till 12 in the morning to give each other the hug, you know, and then just rush to open up like the presents. But my mom's birthday happens to fall on the 24th. So I went to Mexico for about a week, and I came back on the 23rd. Yeah. So I literally just came, and I was my mom's birthday present.
Literally. You come like wrapped with a bow on top.
Literally.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, you're still missing those the Instagram posts.
Bro, so I took a bunch of flicks in La Ciudad de Mexico, and I'm not gonna lie to you, like, they're pretty cool.
They're really good at pictures.
Yeah, like, they're really good, but I'm such like a huge procrastinator. I haven't posted the pictures of what I really want to. I just now recently came up with a good caption, which is crazy, dude, because it's like, it's been like almost half a year.
6 months almost.
Yeah, it's like half a year since I went, and
Yeah.
I'm thinking of posting them soon.
I was telling him he should wait for like the anniversary of like the Debí Tirar Más Fotos album or something, so like you can post it like so it can like at least correlate with something, so you just don't randomly post a photo dump from December.
I probably will end up doing like not on purpose, but because I'll probably procrastinate even longer.
You're just gonna, or just at this point, the 1 year anniversary of you solo traveling to Mexico for the first time.
Yeah, but basically, like, that's one thing about me, guys, is that I love taking pictures, capturing the moment, but for some reason, I'm just really lazy when it comes to posting pictures of me or what I ended up doing or my adventures or my memories. I should probably get better at that.
You've been getting a little better though, because I feel like you're a little bit more active on like TikTok. You do like your like TikToks here and there, or like you'll post on your like TikTok story or stuff like that. And then you'll also like post like workout updates of like the other day you posted that you like lift 100 now.
Oh, yes,
I was
bro.
like, okay, what
New
the freak?
PR.
Show off.
Yeah.
Show off. Literally show off.
Yeah, like, that's one thing, too, that I started posting more online. Well, me, myself, online, as in, like, follow-alongs, you know, like, daily updates. And the reason why I'm doing that is so I can get better at public speaking.
Yeah.
Because that's one thing that I really struggle with. So I do that as a form of exposure therapy. And honestly, it's been helping me out a lot.
Yeah.
It's been making me feel more confident. Yeah.
Yeah, it's he wants to be an influencer, guys, and he's gonna blow up. I'm telling him he needs to what's it called, keep it like steady with the posts and let you know, be posting and this and that, and he's gonna get some views.
Yeah, you guys should like follow me, and then, you know, give me a like and follow,
like, comment, subscribe,
yeah, like, favorite. So my Instagram is EGDP. That's my Instagram handle.
Mm-hmm.
And then my TikTok handle is Simply Eldrich, because I'm Simply Eldrich.
No, but yeah. Oh yeah, so we were talking about travel and stuff like that. So yeah, I went to Chicago. He went to Mexico. It was around this. Well, it was the same week, I think, or around the same week. And then after that, I went to Chicago. He went to Mexico. It was around the same week, I think, or around the same week. And then after that, I went to Chicago. He went to Mexico. It was around the same week. And then after that, I went to Chicago. He went to Mexico. It was around the same week. And then after that, I went to Chicago. He went to Mexico. It was around the same week. And then after that, I went to Chicago. He went to Mexico. It was around the same week. And then after that, I went to Chicago. He went to Mexico. It was around the same week. And then after that, I went to Chicago. He went to Mexico. It was around the same week. And then after that, I went to Chicago. He went to Mexico. It was around the same week. And then after that, I went to Chicago. He went to Mexico. It was around the same week. And then after that, I went to Chicago. He went to Mexico. I went back to Chicago actually right before that, for my birthday, we went up to Nashville to celebrate my birthday.
Oh, let's talk about that.
Yeah,
That was so fun.
We went to Nashville. It was so that week for me, or that weekend, was like super busy, but in the best way. So I think I already talked about this in the other episode, but since I have you here, on Friday, which was my birthday, on the 6th, I went to go see Conan Gray. And then on Saturday and Sunday, we went up to Nashville to party it up and celebrate my 20th birthday. But yeah, that was so fun. Talk a little bit about that if you want.
It was so much fun. Basically, like, one of the reasons why we went up there is because Leo wanted to go to play. Yeah. Well, honestly, I kind of wanted to go too. You know, be there for my closest friend. But it was so much fun. Like, we went out clubbing. The music was popping. The vibes were there. It was just like fun, like, in general. I believe that was your. Can I talk about, like, the gate?
I guess you just say club, but I'll cut that out.
Okay, well, well, it was his first time at that type of club.
Well, also that was my first time going to a club out of state, but also actually kind of like officially a club, because all the things that we had gone to previously were like events that they held, like Latinos con Onda, stuff like that. It was like events they were doing at venues.
Yeah.
They were club events. But I had never went to like an actual like club, and that was like actual club.
Yeah, guys. Birmingham really likes on the nightlife here, especially in the Latino scene. We don't actually have an official like Latino antro, like whatever.
Yeah. It's just events.
It's just events. It's only like what Latinos con Onda, La Fantasia, La Calle.
Yeah, La Calle, and then Adios.
Adios
host events, but they're through Latinos con Onda too.
Yeah, for some reason they just love hosting events there. But the thing about Adios is that it's a bar, so plus. It's 21 plus. Which actually, matter of fact, you're not too far away from being 21.
Not.
You're almost there. Keep going. And then obviously everyone knows the infamous El Sol.
Bro.
It's like the last option, I guess you could say, like the after party. I mean, it has its moments. It's either a hit or a miss. Whenever it's a hit, it's popping, and then whenever it's a miss, it's a big.
Last time we went, it was a miss.
It was a huge miss, guys. Do not go on a Friday.
And then we were gonna go again not too long ago, a couple of nights ago, but it was like the line was super backed up, and we were just like, let's just go get something to eat. No, but yeah, so Nashville trip weekend, it was so fun. It was also my first time trying pho. I hadn't had pho before, and he had been raving about this place in Nashville for a long time about pho, and I had never had it before. And the way he prepares his is super delicious, but it's super spicy. Like, he like puts so much of the chili oil in there. Me, I literally like put one dot, and I was like, that's it.
No, yeah, like your caldo was like clear,
literally.
And mine was just red.
His was like literally red.
Don't forget the limon.
I did put limon. Yeah. Whenever I eat any kind of caldo, like caldo de camarón, caldo de pollo, any kind of caldo, I always have to literally squeeze like half the bolsa de limon. It's like it has to taste like limon for me to be able to eat it, because I just love limon.
No, yeah. Basically, I cannot eat anything until it tastes like straight up lime. Like, that's it, like lime. And then for context, I'm really familiar with Nashville. Yeah. Because I used to go up there a lot, and I stayed there a few summers ago.
You used to work too up there?
Yeah, I used to work up there like a couple summers ago. Yeah. So it was really fun taking a friend from Alabama and then showing them around, because I know a good amount of the local spots, actually.
Yeah, because every time I went up to Nashville, because obviously y'all know this about me, I love to go to Nashville and Atlanta for concerts. I'm constantly there, but I usually only go to the area where the concert is at, which is usually like in the city area, but never like outside, never
Broadway.
Like explore anything.
Like Broadway?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, when I go to Nashville, that's literally, well, the times before, it had only been Broadway. Or like that area around Broadway, like the museums are at and stuff like that. But I had never like ventured out into all the little surrounding towns and stuff. But he actually took me to like, get to know all these little towns around here, around there. And then I also got to meet some of your friends up in Nashville while we were there. So it was really nice. Actually, can I shout out Kat?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Shout out to Kat. She's one of Eldrich's friends from Nashville. and she bought me this little cup from La La Land because we went to go try La La Land too.
La La Land, yeah.
Which was so good. And she bought me this little mug, and I still use it like every single day. Well, not every single day, but every time I want like a small portion of a drink, because it's literally so tiny. Like it's literally like if it's like not even a cup of liquid.
It's like a shot, like almost a shot.
No, literally, yeah. I'll just get that cup and I'll drink some. So shout out to Kat up in Nashville. But yeah, so we had that little trip. And then after that we did more hanging out and whatever. And then at the end of the month, I took another solo trip and I went back to Chicago, which was super fun, which was my second time, I guess, going into the club nightlife outside of Alabama again, and this time outside of Nashville because I went to another club up in Chicago, which was amazing. But
wasn't it like a cita event?
It wasn't the casita event. It was like a reggaeton, like dembow kind of club night event. But the venue that it was at, they had a replica of La Casita inside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It wasn't like lit up or anything. It looks like they had one of those there, but it wasn't like it was just there. Yeah. Okay. But I went to that. Low-key, it was kind of sketch at first. I got off of because it was farther away from downtown Chicago. It was like a 35-minute train ride. So as soon as I got off the train, because it was like 10:30. I called Eldrich. I was like, "Hey, are you?"
You were so worried.
I was like, "Hey, can I stay on the phone with you? Because I don't know this. Obviously, I don't know this area, and I don't know if I'm gonna get freaking kidnapped or something." But then I learned that it's like a barrio mexicano. There's like literally like Mexican stores on every side. It's like literally just Mexicans there. So I was like, oh, I feel a little bit more safe. But yeah, so I got there and I had lots of fun. I got to meet a lot of people while I was there. Which actually I'm excited because I like follow them on Instagram. So when I go back up to Chicago for Lollapalooza, I know some of them are going to Lollapalooza. So I'm gonna be like, hey, I want to, whatever. But yeah, so I'm excited for that because I'm going back in July the 28th through like the 31st or something. Which now that I'm like thinking about it, I'm not gonna be here for my mom's birthday because her birthday falls on the 30th and the 31st. Yeah, because she has 2 birthdays. Yeah, so I'm gonna be over there, but it's okay. I'll be back like literally a couple days after, so I'll celebrate.
You'll literally be her birthday present.
No, literally me. Yeah, I'll be here like you. No, but yeah, so I'm excited for that. What about you? Do you have any travel plans coming up?
So for this summer, it's mostly just concerts, but I have been talking about hopefully going on another solo trip. Probably somewhere in the West Coast. I've always wanted to go to Seattle. Yeah, it just looks really like. How would I explain it?
That's where that tower that's like pointy is that where that's at? It has like a disc at the top and it's like kind of like pointy going up to the top. I think that's
I have no idea, but I'm just going for the vibes because like Seattle, I think maybe I'm like, correct me if I'm wrong, right? But there's this game called Life is Strange. Does it take place like in Seattle?
I don't know.
You don't know, but it gives me like those type of vibes. Look it up real quick. But basically, like those are like that's like the main reason why I want to go up there. It just looks so, I don't know, it just looks so cool, like so cozy. You know what I mean? Another place that I was planning on going to this summer was to Chicago. Actually,
I love how you say Chicago.
Chicago?
You say Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago. Yeah, we were gonna go for Michelada Fest, but unfortunately Leo did not snag tickets for the free day.
It's not my fault. Like, what the heck? I possibly could have. I mean, it's free. I feel like I would have been able to get in.
You can probably just lie about it and just walk in. Yeah.
But yeah.
And then, but honestly, like and then that Saturday was gonna be Latin Mafia. I really love Latin Mafia. Leo likes them a lot too. We were gonna go, but I have no idea we're still gonna go. Most likely not because the tickets are really expensive, and then you have to factor in the flight tickets, and you have to factor in the hotel and everything. And right now, I'm kind of low on money. Yeah. I've been calling off work a lot because I wanted to focus on school, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, that might change. Might get my money up before then. When is it again?
The last week of June, I think. But okay. I was telling him either way, if we don't go to Chicago, we have to like plan to go back up to Nashville at least for like another like weekend trip at some point this summer.
No, yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah, I'm down. But honestly, no, this summer it's just a bunch of concerts. I'm going to my family. I'm going with my family to the beach in July. and
And
I
then we got
may.
school too.
Oh, don't remind me, dude. I have summer class.
Wait, what were you gonna say? That you gonna say something else? You may what? Oh, you may take a solo trip.
Yeah, I may take a solo trip. So I'm still trying to decide if like the West Coast, Chicago, or if not Mexico, to go see my family because I miss them.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
So I looked it up really quickly. It says the original Life is Strange technically takes place in Oregon.
Oregon. Okay.
Yeah, and then Life is Strange 2 takes place in Seattle, Washington.
Seattle. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like like those games, like you know what I mean, like those vibes.
2 is the one with the brothers, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. And
okay,
then when he has like telekinesis.
Yeah.
Did you play both of them?
No, I just watched Vanilla Mace.
Playthroughs.
yeah.
Dude, I never actually played them either. I just watched the playthroughs.
That's me for most of all like those big storyline games, like Life is Strange or I guess any of the biggest storyline games. I never played them. I just watch people play them on like stream, or like I'll go back and like watch like videos. If it like I find it interesting, I'll be like, okay, I'll watch a video. But I'm obsessed. Y'all know this. I'm obsessed with Vanilla Mace. Literally Vanilla Mace supporter.
Bro, like you turn into a whole iPad kid whenever.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like I remember it was one time we were just like it was like some friends, we were in the parking lot, and I kept hearing like someone talk, and I look around, like I was like it's not them, like there's someone like walking around here or something. Tell me why I look down and Leo's like he just has like Vanilla Mace playing on his phone.
I saw your head tilting multiple times that night, and
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not gonna say anything just so he thinks that it's somebody else. And then I saw when it clicked, and you're like, oh.
Like I thought I was going crazy because like our campus, a lot of people the locals like to walk at our campus because it's connected to a park. So I kept looking around. I was like, is there someone like just walking circles around this?
But also
no.
keep in mind, this was like what? It was like 9 p.m. or something.
We were there
It
till
was
like almost 10.
Yeah, it was late, so I was like, imagine somebody just like walking around here, just like.
Just like
sneakily,
like talking like voices, like the voices.
No, but yeah, there's been like multiple times where she'll go live because she goes live on like Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, and there'll be multiple times we're hanging out, and I'll just like pull up her stream and just have it playing in the background, because I'm obsessed with her videos. I was watching. Was it last night? What was yesterday? Thursday? Yeah, I was watching her last night.
Yeah.
I was making music while I was literally making my song while I had her like pulled up beside me, like I was locked in.
You know what? I remember what I said. That if she were to have a meet and greet, you'd be the first one.
Oh
in
yeah,
line.
I would. Well, actually, the one that yesterday it was she was speaking out of college, which is so crazy because she didn't graduate high school.
Mm-hmm.
She dropped out of high school. She got her GED later on, but then she didn't go to college either. But I always like that's also why like I just admire her so much because she made such a huge platform out of her, I guess, brand, like just who she is as a person. And like she's just genuinely such like a, obviously I don't know her, this sounds parasocial, but like she's genuinely like you can tell that she's just not, she doesn't put up with like shit or anything. Like she's just authentically herself. If people don't like her for that, then I mean go watch somebody else.
Yeah, go crazy. Yeah.
And yesterday she got invited to UCR, which is University of California at Riverside, and she spoke there for a panel, which I thought was super cool because I was like, she didn't graduate high school, she didn't go to college, anything. And it's just like I feel like that's such a full circle moment. Like I've seen like a lot of people like influencers who like are really like you know good influencers, like they get to do that, and like I feel like that was like so full circle for her, and it was just so funny to like watch her like speak and everything.
There's honestly like aura because like you said, like she's a panelist for, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it wasn't like she was a panelist for like a event where other people were speaking. It was purely just for her.
It was her.
Yeah, like it was only her that was speaking. There was like people like asking her questions, but it was literally just her. But yeah, I just like I find that so cool. Because like imagine like you apply to like a school, you get like rejected or whatever, and then like years later on you come back as a speaker. Like I feel like that's just so cool. But wait, what was I talking about before Vanilla Mace?
I guess I don't even know. I guess we're just yapping at this point.
No, literally.
We were talking about just plans for the summer.
Oh, I was gonna mention concerts because we're going to a bunch of concerts together over the summer.
Yeah.
The first one being in a couple of weeks. We're gonna go see Kali Uchis.
Have you, dude? People were saying that you have to go in pajamas. Like that's her.
I have not seen anything about that.
Yeah, like some guy told me about like going in pajamas. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
When I think of Kali Uchis, I think like flowers.
Yeah,
you know?
I think of like florals and like pink and like pastel
like
colors.
pastel baby colors.
because that's what I kind of used when I went to go see her last time. I was in like all pink, which was so funny because it was in Atlanta, and I think it was during the same time as like a football game or something. So there was like people there for football, and then all of us were lined up against the arena, just pink.
That's funny.
Just pink, and everybody was walking by and just staring at us, just a sea of pink people all across the side of the arena.
You have like the jock type.
No, yeah.
Yeah. And then you have like the soft pink.
Yeah.
And the other.
No, but yeah, so we're gonna go see Kali Uchis, and then we're also gonna go see Ariana Grande in July, which I'm so freaking excited for. Actually, her new single comes out next Friday, I think. Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. The first single off Pell.
I heard the snippet. It sounds like
Euphoria.
It's Euphoria.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Euphoria.
I've seen that like picture of like Rue and Jules like looking up, and looks like it's like the blue.
Yeah,
lights.
I'm like Labyrinth.
maybe she like collabed with him.
Yeah, maybe.
No, yeah. So we're gonna go see that, and then what else do we have?
We have Tribal.
We have
at the end of
Tribal
summer.
at the end to close it all off. But is that like I think those are the 3 that we have, right?
Yeah, those are all. And then de mi parte, I'm gonna go see. Let me check real quick. I'm gonna go see.
While you check that, I'm gonna go see Madison Beer also. I'm planning on hopefully Lollapalooza, so I'll be seeing like Zara Larson, Lord, Tate McRae, John Summit, a bunch of people, and then I also want to go see Casey Musgraves, but that's not till like I think September.
Okay.
Oh, Olivia Rodrigo too, which she dropped a new song today.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, it was so good.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm gonna go see. I mean, besides those, I'm only gonna go see Daniel Caesar.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love Daniel Caesar, dude. You know, he
So
helped me.
excited.
Like his most recent album definitely helped me a lot for
Yeah.
my
Which
breakup.
kind of like self plug for you. He's looking at selling a ticket for that concert. So
Oh yeah, I am.
Yeah.
It's actually like in the 106 area.
yeah.
Yeah, like it's literally right beside where he's performing. So if you're interested, hit me up.
Yeah. So yeah, if you caught the Instagram handle earlier, you know, send him a DM, be like, hey, I want to go see, and get that ticket off of him so he can make some money back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But yeah, so we have those concerts planned, which I'm really excited. Which I'm also really mad about the Cali one because we bought the tickets and then literally like 2 weeks later, Ticketmaster was like, oh, they're on sale for $30, and we got ours for like 120 something.
Like 120, like
Yeah.
130, yeah.
And I was like, but, oh wait, also about because that just brought back memories of or a thought. We went to go see Bruno Mars
Dude, that was so like we ended up buying the ticket like
the day of.
during lunch. Like yeah, like
Yeah.
we were like, should we not? Should
We literally bought it. I think it was like probably like 11 or 12 when we bought it. The concert was
Yeah.
like at 6 p.m. that night.
That was like the best last minute decision of my life.
It was so fun.
It was, I don't know, dude, like it was so unforgettable. I low-key had like the next following days I had post concert depression.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was missing it so bad, dude. Like it was so good, and the only reason why I ended up deciding on going is because that day I was feeling down, like really down.
Yeah.
And I told Leo, I was like, you know what, like I think I'm kind of leaning more towards it, and I kind of want to go. And he was like, bro, you're so down for it. Like you're so real. You were like, you know what, like if you want to go, you're feeling down, like I'll go with you. You know.
Yeah.
So we ended up buying the tickets, and we went with another friend and her little sister, Brooke, and then what's her sister's name? Bridget. Yeah, we were like, it was the 4 of us, and I had such an amazing time.
It was so fun.
It was so fun.
We got some really good pictures with the Polaroid camera Eldrich brought, and
I also wanted to post those, but like again, I got too
yeah. No, I actually so I was gonna make because every month I do like a month dump, like
Yeah.
where I post at the end of the month.
Mhm.
And recently all of them have literally been you, me, and my cousins. Like that's literally everybody on there.
Mhm.
But this past month I was gonna post one for April. I just didn't because at the end of April, I guess we're gonna get like really sad right now. At the end of April on the 29th, my doggy passed away, Mia, and it was like at the end of everything, and I was like, I just don't feel like doing anything, which is also why I didn't record the podcast episode that week or the week after, because I was like, I just need to, you know,
Mhm.
get my mind together, because all I could do was think about that. But and then also we just kept pushing it back because we were like, oh, we're busy, oh, this and that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It was also final season.
it was also it was
Finals.
I think it was like the week before finals.
Yeah.
Mia passed away, and it was just like a lot was going on. I was like, I can't handle this right now. But yeah, it's, I guess I feel like I don't really ever see a lot of people talk about, obviously people talk about grief, but but not really with like their pets or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, I guess people think like it's not the same, which I guess it technically isn't, because you know you're losing like a personal loved one. It's a whole different feeling, but
That's still family.
that's still family, and
Mhm.
like there's such a monumental part of your life, especially me with Mia. We got her when I was how old was I think I was like 7, or I was gonna say 6 and then 7. I already said it.
Bro.
That's why I was gonna say 7 or 6.
7.
I think it was like 7 or 6 when we got her, maybe going on 8. I'm not sure. So I mean, I was still little, so I basically grew up with her.
Yeah.
She grew up beside me, and it just happened like kind of out of nowhere. So it was kind of like a shock for all of us. And I just, which is, it's also like, it's that day specifically, April 29th, brings back so many good memories, but also so many bad ones now. One, because Mia passed away, but also on the 29th was the first concert I ever went to, which was when I went to go see Taylor Swift. On the 29th, I went to go see her in 2023, and then this happened on the 29th, which that day I literally the night before, I was like, oh my gosh, tomorrow's the anniversary. I'm like so happy, this and that. And then I woke up to my sweet little girl who was no longer with us. But I don't know, it's just really strange. It's still like, obviously it's been a couple of weeks. It's still really weird to like go home and not like see her there. Cause she was just everywhere in the house. And now she still is. We have pictures of her like everywhere. My mom has all her little pictures. And obviously we buried her and everything, so we still have her there. So it still sort of feels like, and I have her dog collar, and it's like on my bed, so every time I move it literally sounds like she's like walking.
Yeah.
And like that kind of throws me off. I'm like, Mia, like I don't know, I just go back to that. But
You said that you a couple of days after she passed, you dreamed of her, right?
mm-hmm.
Yeah. For me, this is like, I guess this is my superstition, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But I have a huge belief when it comes to like that sort of thing, that it's just it's like their soul visiting you, you know, like actually like despidiéndose, you know, like saying goodbye.
Yeah.
And I told Leo, like, I know it sucks. I've been through it as well. Like I can relate to your grief.
Mm-hmm.
It's a huge pain. Some people may not think it is, but it is, you know, especially when you grew up basically with your best friend, like since you were a kid up until like your early adulthood years.
Yeah.
But from what I can see, she was loved, you know. She was loved by everyone.
Yeah.
Especially you know.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that now she's just watching over you.
Yeah. And I'm glad, because Eldrich actually got to meet her once when you went to my house to pick me up, but then that second time I don't think I brought her out.
No, the first time was when I was picking you up to go to Nashville.
Oh yeah,
for your birthday, and then the second time it was pretty late.
Yeah,
because we had gotten back from the concert.
Yeah. But yeah, she kind of did bark at you though, but also because like I feel like she probably smelled like beto on you.
Because at
like,
first she was chill.
Yeah.
And then she's like, wait.
Yeah.
She's like, whoop.
No, but yeah, she does that if she smells other dogs. Like she kind of like gets like not defensive, but like she'll be like, who is that? Like, you know, like what am I smelling? Because every time I would get home from my cousin's house, because they have how many dogs? 1, 2, 3, 5, 4 or 5 dogs, I forget. Canelo, Hachi, Chloe, Brownie. 4 dogs, 1 cat, a turtle. And I always smell like them whenever I come home. So like she would always be like, where were you? You were cheating on me. And she would smell them.
Bro, your cousins have the whole farm.
No, because literally they just need like the chickens, they need the horses, and they have the whole farm.
Like the terreno and everything.
Yeah. No, but yeah, it's something obviously we're all getting like used to, but you have your own little doggy, Petu?
Yeah, I actually have 3.
Yeah,
So I have Petu, she's a Cocker Spaniel, and then I have 2 Shih Tzus. One of them, his name is Chacho. He's the father of Chibi, but obviously la consentida de la casa is Petu, you know.
Yeah.
We love them all the same, but there's just something about Petu that she's I don't know, like she just steals your heart. You know what I mean? Yeah. But she's so fucking spoiled, bro.
She's so cute. I saw her.
And chunky.
What was it? At the 5K when I saw her,
Oh yeah.
and I just saw like this little tiny like chunky dog beside your mom. I was like, wait, is that Beto? And I like went up to her, and she's so cute. Her little face is like kind of like her naricita's like scrunched up a little bit, and like it's covering like her hair's covering up. She has like bangs,
like her copete.
yeah, like curtain bangs.
Yeah, literally, yeah. But no, yeah, I love her a lot. Even though I pretend that I don't and that I love bothering her, but deep down, I love her. I love her. Yeah, she's my princess.
No, yeah. How old is she?
She is, I believe now she is. This October, she'll turn 3 human years. So I believe that's like what, like
20 something, I think.
like
in dog
like
years?
early 20s in dog
Okay,
years.
so y'all are like the same age.
Yeah, like literally, yeah. Maybe, yeah. But no, yeah.
Where did y'all like? How did y'all find her, or like did y'all adopt her, or how did she come to be y'all's?
Ooh, so this is actually an interesting story. We bought her shortly. Well, my parents bought her for my sister, and that was shortly after we went to Mexico. Me and my sister, I believe it was 2 summers ago. We had just come back from Mexico, and my sister, she genuinely loved like Mexico, like really, like she just loved it, you know.
Yeah.
To the point where whenever she came back, she was depressed, you know. Like she was sad because she was like, damn, like I wish I could have stayed longer, you know. Like I wish, you know.
Yeah.
She was just really missing it a lot. And my parents, like, they were scared of her doing something dumb and her, like, running away to Mexico or something. And they're like, you know what? Like, they, like, the 3 of them end up going to, like, La Pulga. And that's whenever they passed by this puestecito. And that's whenever they found, like this little doggy, you know, like, Petu at the time. And then they're like, my dad was like, you know what? Like, I don't want any more dogs because right now we have 3. At the time, we had 3. It was Gucci. He ended up passing away shortly. And then Chacho and Chibi. And then he was like, nope, I'm never going to have any more dogs. But like again, like there's just something about her that really like it just really calls you, like it just captures your heart. And they're like, you know what, like let's just buy it for her. So that's like the context. I remember like it was in October of 2024, I believe. I was washing my car, and I remember like out of nowhere, like my sister gets home, and then she's like, look at this puppy, like my dad. And I was like, wait, like whose puppy is that? She's like, mine. I'm like, what do you mean yours? And then she's like, yeah, like my dad bought it for me. I'm like, you're fucking with me. Because again, like my dad, he didn't want any more dogs. And he doesn't like really, not saying he's just really tough love when it comes to, like, he doesn't really like, he's like, oh, stay away, you know. Yeah. So I was taking him like surprised. I was surprised. I was like, nah, like you're lying. And she's like, no, like my dad like bought me like this dog. And then that's whenever she handed her to me. And I remember like she was so tiny, dude. Like she was tiny, but her ears were like really long because Cocker Spaniels have really long ears. And I remember like her ears were like, they were like the same size as her body. And I remember like she was just like I finished washing my car and I just sat down and she was just there like laying on my lap, like, you know, I was just holding her like a little baby. And yeah, like that's how she came into my life. She's so cute.
You showed me a video of her, like you were with her in the car and like she had like her like hair with like her little ears were like flying. It looked like it was like some like commercial, like it just looked so aesthetic. Her little hair flying back and everything.
Yeah, because I feel like this is not being racist or anything, but whenever you think of like a dog that's in a Hispanic household, you think of like that Chihuahua, or you think of like that like fluffy like white crusty dog. Like, you know what I'm talking about? So
or like the one dog that nobody knows what breed it is.
It's like a bunch of different breeds like put into one. But like or like a Shih Tzu. But no, like I just she's really pretty, like in my opinion.
I got to meet her, and then like your sister, does she actually still like, it's, I guess because it's technically hers, does she like actually like, you know, is she like take priority for the dog, or like
she actually like takes care of like every single morning. She'll wake up at 7:30 right in the morning to go walk them at the park. So she's like her and my mom are the primary ones that take care of them. That take them on walks, you know, like clean up like their room. Because fun fact, like my dogs have their own room in my house. It's like it's outside in the garage, but still. But no, my dad be getting onto my sister because she'll sometimes like not feed her. So my mom or my dad have to like sit down and then feed her rotisserie chicken. Like my parents every single week they'll buy Petu like a rotisserie chicken from Sam's, and it has to be from Sam's because Petu does not like any other type of chicken if it's not from Sam's. Bro, está muy consentida. Like she's so picky to the point where my parents have to like hand feed her.
Does she like, is that rotisserie chicken like rationed out for the whole week, or just one specific day she eats the whole thing?
It's rationed out for like a couple of days. I think even
Okay.
sometimes like you need to buy 2 chickens.
Oh my
for the
gosh.
week.
We used to have. I used to work at Winn-Dixie. Obviously, you know that. But we used to have this guy who would come in and buy like chickens too for his dog.
Yeah.
But no, actually, also my brother-in-law's brother. He used to have, or I think he still has the dog, but he would buy him a whole entire rotisserie chicken, and he went into the store once, bought it, and he was grabbing it by the handle, and it just all fell out on the floor.
Ooh.
And I had to clean that. I was like, bruh, what the
Ooh.
heck?
I know it was stinky.
And yeah.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, my mom used to cook for her. Like she would eat her, like it was like she would make a pot of like, it was like rice, and then she would boil it and then add like all kinds of like veggies and then protein to it and stuff like that. And she would ration it out in charolas, and she would like feed it for her like every day. Like that was her meal. And that was all that she ate. Like that, she didn't really like croquetas that much anymore. She would eat croquetas here and there, like if she was desperate to eat something, or my parents just gave her something quick, just croquetas.
Mm-hmm.
But she like as soon as she knew when my mom was gonna open the microwave to heat her food up. Like she was there waiting to get like the food that my mom's gonna serve her. But wait, the rotisserie chicken you were saying?
Oh, no, like just that, like, dude, that's all that she'll eat. And
Yeah.
she's just so picky that, that's like you said, whenever we get croquetas, whenever there's nothing else, she'll just like stare at the plate and then stare at us, saying like, "Really?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because I was mentioning, because you asked about like your sister, because it was technically her sister's. Mia was technically my sister's too, because she bought Mia with her boyfriend then, husband now. They bought her together, and I remember they showed up to the house with this like little tiny dog, freaking like bright blue eyes, and she was just peeing everywhere. Like everywhere she was going, she was leaving a little trail of pee. And I remember like they were like brought her in, and my parents didn't know yet because they had her in the sunroom, and we were just like chilling, and they were trying to figure out what we wanted to name her. And then my sister was like, well, we have to go tell mom and dad, like, you know, we can't, like, you know, they have to know, the dog's gonna live here, they have to know. And like we brought her down, and I remember like my mom, like she was like kind of mad, but also like, you know, she thought she was cute. But my dad, he was like mad. He was like, yo no quiero un perro, que esto que yo lo voy a cuidar, que no van a hacer nada. And then he ended up being like más encariñado with Mia.
That's how Hispanic dads are.
Yeah.
They're like, no lo quiero, no, y son los que se encariñan más.
That's my cousins, they have a cat, and at first my uncle did not want like the cat inside, like he wanted to have it outside.
Yeah.
And now he like, I'll be like walking by him, I'll just hear him, like he'll be like talking like in like the high pitched voice, and I was like, bro, I remember when like he was like mad because the cat was inside, and he like he said that he had cat allergies, but now he doesn't. So I'm like, I was like, okay, you're just like
capping.
Yeah,
just capping.
No, but yeah, we love our little furry animals. I don't think I don't know if like we'll ever like get another dog. Maybe I will, maybe at some point in my life later on once I'm like established. But I don't know if my parents will get another dog, because my mom has always wanted a Yorkie. My mom, that's like my mom's like, she wanted a dog like inside with her.
Yeah.
And she's always said that she like wants a Yorkie. My dream dog is a golden retriever. I love golden retrievers.
They're always happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're always happy. But that'll probably be way into the future. Cats, though, I don't think I can see myself get a cat.
Okay, I don't know. You're crazy, but I want myself, for me in the future, whenever, it's like you said, whenever you're established, I would love a British Fold or a Munchkin cat.
If I ever get a cat, and I've said this all the time, like I want to make sure it's one of those cats where they're not like, because there's cats that are just mean.
Yeah.
Like they're just mean. Like they scratch you, they hiss at you, they don't want to be touched. They want you to feed them, but they don't want, you know, to be touched or anything. I'm like, okay, what the heck? But then there's cats that are like really like calm, and like, you know, like they'll let you pet them. Like right now, Lulu, my cousin's cat, she's like kind of transitioning into the, okay, I'm gonna let y'all pet me now. She still kind of throws hands sometimes. Like not too long ago, she like scratched me when she actually broke my bracelet. I had like a green one right here, and I was picking her up, and she just like clawed right here, and they got stuck, and she just pulled and then it yanked off the whole bracelet. But she's kind of growing into her, like, I guess, more adult years now. So she's starting to be a little bit more like, okay, you can grab me and pet me and stuff.
Yeah.
But when they're little, though, they're like menaces. You can't even like see them run, like, because they like, run so fast. They're like hopping around and going all crazy and everything. Yeah. I kind of want a ferret.
Oh, I think I have a friend that has a ferret.
A ferret?
Yeah. Yeah.
But like one of the tiny ones, the little tiny ones.
Yeah. But no, like going back to the kitties, I really want one that's like has like the short paws,
Mm-hmm.
and then like the grumpy face, and then the big eyes.
Yeah.
Those are so fucking cute. It's a plus if it's brown, cause I'm gonna name
Actually-
it Brownie.
Brownie. Oh, that's my cousin's dog's name, Brownie.
Yeah.
What's the you said because you mentioned the carita? Let me look it up because
Yeah.
it's probably like one of Taylor Swift's cats. She has like 3 cats and one of them has like la carita. It's like Olivia and you said Scottish Fold, no?
British Fold.
British Fold.
British
Oh,
Fold,
okay.
yeah. Or a Munchkin cat.
This is one of Taylor's cats. She kind of has like la carita, así like enojadita.
Okay, no, that one's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want. Like, let me show you. Like this.
Oh, with like okay, yeah. I
Those
see.
are
Oh,
like,
he's
yeah.
like he looks like mad right there.
Yeah. I love those type of kitties. You know what's crazy? I've never actually had a cat in my life.
Neither.
I would like to have one day.
Have
Hopefully
you
one
like that's like do you have family that has cats or have you been like around cats like
no, so my whole family's against cats.
mm-hmm.
Like, you know, like they think that they're evil, this and that. I'm like, that's just a stereotype.
like like black cats and stuff like that?
They
Or
just seem
cats in
like
general?
in general, cats are
Oh.
just evil. They're like, yeah, like they'll scratch you, like they'll like claw the eyes out of a dog if they get in a fight. I'm like, I feel like that's just exaggerated.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm like, how can you? I don't know.
you're just different.
I'm just different like
You're
that.
just
I'm built different. Yeah.
No, but yeah, I guess let's like start wrapping things up because we're like at an hour now that we've been recording, and obviously
Mhm.
we don't want to make this like super long. But then also we're at the library right now, and they close in like 30 minutes, so we don't want to
Oh yeah, that's
kicked
true.
out. But so something I do every episode, and I did this last season. I'm going to be doing this season as well. Is I go through really quickly and think about my favorites and my not so favorites of the week.
Okay.
So like 2 or 3 things that were your favorite this week, and then 2 or 3 things that you just were not your favorite, you did not vibe with. I usually
Okay.
start with the not favorites to end it off on the good vibe with the favorites.
Okay.
So I guess you can do one, and I'll do one, and like that. So what's one of your not so favorites this week?
My not so favorite is that my summer break is almost over, and I'm gonna have to retake my pre-cal math class. But yeah, that's my not so favorite. My not so favorite. A second one is that. Let me think about it. Because so far, like this week has been pretty chill. Yeah. My not so favorite. Ooh, definitely the gas prices. Tell me why I'm paying $5 per gallon.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
he puts premium on his.
Oh
'cause
yeah,
his
and I
car
had to put
takes-
premium. My car
his car
takes
takes
premium.
So like he pays like extra for it.
Yeah.
Like, no.
So on average, now I'm paying like around $70, which is horrible. So that's my second not favorite. Ooh, my
Would
third.
you? Oh,
Huh?
I was gonna say, would you ever get like an electric car?
No.
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 You don't like them, or do you
No
have
me llama
against
mucho la atención.
okay?
Yeah, I love my Lexus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, my third non-favorite was this drink I got from Dutch Bros. I think it was like the Double Trouble or Double Threat. Do not get it. It sucks.
Okay, y'all heard that? Don't get that.
Yeah, don't get that. I only got it because I had a free drink and I wanted to be different today. But do not be different. Stick to what you like. Okay, now 3 favorite things of the week, right?
Well, let me say my not so favorites, and then we can
Oh,
both
okay,
say
okay,
the
okay.
favorites. Oh crap! I should have been thinking about it while I was doing this. Not so favorites. What stuff that I feel like this whole week I've just been at home
Yeah.
because I've just been at home on my laptop working. What's something work? Hello, work, literally. Which I haven't been working my normal hours, but like also it's still like I don't want to work. I just want to sleep. I want to earn money for sleeping. Like imagine that's a dream job. You know how like they do like sleep therapy or sleep science?
I was about to say, like, what is it, like the cryo freeze?
Yeah.
You know when they freeze you and you sleep?
Oh, I don't want to be frozen.
Oh.
No, I don't want to be frozen. I just want to be like 11 where like they put like those things on like your head and then you just go to sleep and then they like track your sleep movements
Yeah.
and you get paid like thousands of dollars to do that.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. So like I kind of want to do that. Another not so favorite. What's another not so favorite? I guess I'm just gonna like double down on yours about school because I mean technically I didn't get a break because I did that mini term. So like as soon as our spring semester ended, I started mini term semester, and then now I'm gonna start summer semester. I'm only taking one class though, so it's not gonna be too bad. But we're actually taking the same science class together. But I guess just summer not being summer anymore, how it used to be when you were in high school, where you would get like the full. Well, actually, not even me, because in high school, I only got full summers elementary and middle school, because in high school I did marching band.
Okay.
And we had to come back. Literally, we got like 2-3 weeks off after for summer break, and then we were right back to school because we had to do marching band, like band camp.
Oh, okay.
Is that what you call it? Oh my gosh, I forgot. Like, I feel like it's been so long. I need to pick up my saxophone too. I haven't been playing my saxophone that much.
You forgot because it's been a while since you graduated. Because you're getting old.
I know. It was what's the 22nd? It was 2 years yesterday that I graduated.
Oh yeah, dude. I went to my cousin's graduation, and I was just I was like thinking, I was like, damn, it's been 5 years since I graduated high school. Like, I'm fucking old.
They like see you there and they think you're like a super senior. You just went back to the to the graduation. Did you see anybody that you recognized from school when you were there?
Yeah, I saw people that recognized from school, but there were people that graduated with me.
Oh, okay.
They were going to see their
like family,
like their family.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I haven't really stepped back to my school or went to any like school events since I left, because also I'm like, I just left, I don't want to be back there.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of people like after high school that I'm like, they like go to all the football games still, they keep up with all the people still in high school, which I'll occasionally like, if like somebody that I was still in high school when I graduated will DM me, be like, hey, how are you doing, like, I won't like leave them on read or anything or delivered. But like also I'm not like gonna go out of my way to like go hang out with a high schooler. But then also like you graduated, why are you just like, I understand it if you go to a football game and it's like 4 years since you graduated, like alumni night or something, because they do like alumni nights for like football,
or like the reunion, like
or like
10 years.
reunion. Yeah. But if you're there literally the first season after you graduated, I'm like, did you not want to leave? Like, hello.
That's giving I peaked in high school. Yeah, it's good.
Because I know some people that were like that, and I was like, why are you at all the football games still?
Like, move on with your life.
Yeah, and like they'll like some people I would see that they were like literally, because it was like they would like sit like by the students and like cheer with the students. I'm like you graduated, aren't you supposed to be moving on to other things?
It's getting kind of weird.
Which I guess let's not judge, but like also like that's
no,
I'm a judge.
I'm a judge. Like, what are you doing as a 20-something-year-old still hanging out with high schoolers, going to every single event? Like, dude, get a life.
No, but yeah, I haven't like really went back. I went back once just to, I like stopped by. I was driving by. I think it was the day I went to go renew my license because I have to like drive by there. I just like drove into like the back where I used to drive through the school, and like I pulled into one of like my old teachers' classrooms. I was like, I'm just gonna stop by to say hey, and I ended up seeing her, and then like my band director, he was all there, but I just went because I wanted to say hi to the teacher. I didn't want to see no kids. I was like, I don't want to, but I ended up seeing some people that I knew. So
yeah, and like that's a little bit different because like you said, you just happen to pass by, so you happen to just go say hey. And I remember you telling me that, I'm not sure if it's the same teacher, but if it is, that teacher had such a big impact in your life, like a positive impact. Yeah. So it goes beyond the classroom. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like you actually form a connection.
I would see her basically like every day while I was in high school, and then I was also friends with her daughter. So like I would go over to their house and like hang out with her, and like, well, not with her like the mom, but like hang out with her, my friend, and she would be there obviously. But I hadn't seen her since graduation, so it had been like almost 2 years that I hadn't seen her. I was like, I want to go see her and say hi, because she was also my coach for Winter Guard and all this stuff, and my teacher and everything, so it was like nice to see her. But also I've been meaning to actually go by again and actually go into the school and into the office, because they still haven't gave us our yearbooks from senior year.
You're lying.
We all paid, well, at least we paid for them, and they were like, oh well, they'll be mailed to you, like, or like we'll let you know when you can come pick them up. It's been 2 years and we still don't have, well, at least I don't have mine. And I've asked other people, like other students like that I graduated with, I was like, hey, have you ever gotten your yearbook? And they're like, no.
Go get your yearbook.
No, because I want mine, because I have all my yearbooks, all from kindergarten up until 11th grade, and I'm just missing my senior yearbook, which is, I'm like, that's like my most important one.
Oh, no, yeah, go get it.
No, yeah.
You paid for it. So
no, yeah, I did. Yeah. And I literally have the receipt like saved on my computer, so if I like go, I'm just gonna pull it up and be like, I paid for it, where's my yearbook? Because they probably do have them there. I just like
they probably just haven't distributed them. Yeah.
Yeah, which I might try to go next week because I think there's still. Oh no, I think it's already closed. I think this was like the last official week of school.
I'm pretty sure like there's still it's like the last official day,
Faculty.
yeah, for like students, but I'm pretty sure like they have like a week or two
Yeah.
afterwards for like the
I
student
might
for like
because I want my
teachers.
yearbook.
I guess that could be like your third non-favorite thing is that you don't
That
have
I
your yearbook yet.
I don't have my yearbook.
Yeah.
Okay, so then now let's do your favorites of the week.
Ooh. Okay. Would you want to go first?
Okay, I'll go first.
Yeah.
The first thing I can think about is my banana bread cream matcha that I made yesterday, which was divine. It was so good. So I've been testing out because I want to open my own cafe one day. Like I want to have my own coffee shop and stuff. But I've just been playing around with syrups and coffee and all this stuff, and I've been making like homemade syrups and stuff. And yesterday I made a banana cream syrup, and I made like a matcha, and like I made it so like pretty. Like I did the layer because I also bought banana milk, so I did oat milk and banana milk.
Oh, and I was buzzing.
Yeah, and then, well at the bottom I like layered it with a little bit of the banana cream syrup that I made. And I did the banana and oat milk. Then I poured the matcha, and then on top I made a banana cream foam, like cold foam. And then I garnished it with like 2 bananas at the top, so it was like so aesthetic.
You showed me one. Was it that one or was it a different one?
Oh no, it was that one that I showed you.
Yeah, it looked really
It
fun.
was so good. I literally, no joke, and Eldrich knows this about me. I see so many TikToks about this. It's like when in the friendship, one is the sipper and one is the chugger. He's the chugger, I'm the sipper. Like we'll be hanging out and he'll finish his drink within the next like 20 minutes, not even 20, like sometimes 10. Like 10. And
5 of it's really good.
Yeah, literally. And then the whole entire hangout, I'll be sipping on mine. And even when we're like heading out where we're parting ways, I still have my drink like halfway.
Like halfway or a quarter. I'm like, dude, what?
I like to enjoy my drinks, but then also I have the tendency where I don't finish my drinks. Like I want a drink, but I don't finish them. But that's the thing is like I don't finish it, and then I go for another drink while I still haven't finished the other one.
Yeah.
What's another favorite of the week?
Your grade.
Oh yeah. I finished my mini term class and I ended it off with a A. I'm so happy. It was a math class, so it was like a 1-week math class, which it actually wasn't too bad because it was a lot of stuff that I kind of already knew. So it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
I was also gonna say another favorite was, okay. We're about to kick us out. Another favorite thing of the week is my computer. I bought an iMac, so I've been a lot more locked in on making my album and my music, and I've been working on that. And then I like downloaded Sims on it, so I've been playing Sims and then Minecraft on it too. Which we need to play Minecraft because you can play multiplayer now without paying for a subscription.
Oh, that's really good to know.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we will. No, yeah, I was telling you have a whole setup to be an influencer, digital creator.
Yeah.
You have the whole like music setup. You have the whole podcast setup. You have your whole music studio.
Yeah.
You have your professional recording camera.
Yeah.
Like what?
Literally.
You literally have it all.
Okay, your favorites of the week now because they're about to kick us out.
Okay, so my 3 favorites. Okay, the first one is that I ordered my cafetera.
Oh, you did order it?
Yeah, I ordered my mocha pot, and it's supposed to come in either tomorrow or if not by next Tuesday.
Okay. Great.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that actually.
Yay.
And then
really quickly, because you just reminded me about that, I also just restocked on my Nami matcha. I bought like a bunch of more matcha, but also you still, if you haven't gone to Costco, let me know when you're going so we can go together because I need to get some more of the Costco matcha, which is divine.
I got you.
Okay.
And then the second highlight of my week is hitting a new PR. I did 100 pounds on the dumbbell bench press, and I've been trying to get that for the longest. And I'm really proud of myself because I'm actually getting stronger. Like I'm seeing the progress finally. And then my third highlight would probably be this podcast. Yeah.
Okay. Yay.
It's been really fun actually. Like
tying it all together. I see.
Like I actually had so much fun recording this. I hope that you'll have me back. And
I am. I definitely am.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah.
It was genuinely so much fun.
I'm so excited. I'm so happy. I'm gonna I want to for like the finale, like the big finale. There's people I want for the finale that I'm thinking of, but I was thinking it would be so fun if I could bring some people that I brought through the whole season and do like an episode with all of y'all together. Like a whole conversation,
fun,
like 4 people, and like bring it all together. I would just have to buy obviously like more mics and stuff.
Do not have me and Brooke beside each other.
No. Yeah, one y'all are gonna either in the fighting or bantering, or y'all are gonna just talk about the gym the whole time. Literally the whole time.
You're absolutely right. Whenever you said, I was like, nah, you're tripping. When you're like, every single time that like the three of us hanging out, like me and Brooke end up talking about the gym or something related to the gym, I'm like, no, like he's lying, and then no, like he's right.
No, but yeah, there's lots of things planned, lots of things to do. I also want to hang out with Macy, which hopefully Macy's hearing this. Hey Macy, if you're hearing this.
Ooh, it'll be fun if she came next Friday.
For the event next Friday,
Yeah.
I'll tell her. I'll see if she's gonna be free. But yeah, it's lots of fun things planned. I really wanted to have you on as the first guest. I could have, I guess, recorded episodes within the weeks that we kept pushing this back, but I was like, no, I want him to be my first guest. So thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate you so much. You're the best.
Oh, thank you so much, and you're really sweet, and you're also the best. Okay, well, I guess we gotta go now because they're kicking us out.
Okay, well, that was it. Thank you so much for listening. Remember, new episodes every Friday. And yeah, tune in for a lot more episodes with more fun people. And thank you again, Eldrich. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you for having me on your podcast,
of course,
and for being the first one.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, everybody. Bye.